Welcome to the 2021 Apollo Bay Race. What an exciting time we have. We have 41 boats. Wow, what a record for us. 270 crew competing, and we have 55 miles of racing to go. And if we have a look at our line honours contenders, we can see it's going to be probably a race between Ecstasy and Carrera S. And so those two boats should have a fine old time dicing down towards Apollo Bay with land in sight all the way, so a very nice race. In handicap, you would think that White Noise and Patriot are going to have a good tussle towards the front of the fleet, and then more towards the back we've got RMS Cole Walker, and we've got Vertigo, Maverick, and those guys who will have a good tussle. The weather's going to be interesting, so we will go and have a look at the weather now. So if we have a look at the weather now, and we can see from our chart in front of us here the synoptic situation on Thursday, very broad passage of high pressure here. And if we go along to Friday, you can see actually the broad pressure of high pressure is pretty much stationary over us. And again, Saturday, you'll see that it's moving a bit offshore, but it starts to stay and stabilise. So it's very slow. And the reason for that, for those who are interested, is this is the 200 millibar height, which is the top of the weather systems. And you can see this little formation here that's starting to form, and that's what's starting to block the highs. So if you go and look on Friday, you can see it's a bit more pronounced. And if you look on Saturday, it starts to get very pronounced, and that's what's keeping this high here. So if we go and have a look at Metai, we can see at start time a bit after 7, you can see that we're in northwesterly that goes a bit more northerly on the coast. I did have Rod from Maverick tells me that he thinks he might be able to leave from Sandringham with the spinnaker up and take it down when he gets to Apollo Bay. So there's a challenge for some of you. See if you can manage to go from your yacht club through the start line into Apollo Bay with the spinnaker up. So if we look during the day, interesting little bits of spurt through the middle here, and then it's still basically in the north here. And then as we can see, as we get to later in the afternoon, as some of the smaller boats will be finishing, it's starting to lighten off here in the 7, 8, 9 knots. But overall, if we look at the temperature forecast, it's going to be a lovely 19 degrees. So you'll start off with a bit of wet weather gear because of the cold morning, but you'll be down to the shorts and T-shirts and maybe a light jacket in the afternoon. So looking really, really good. If we go and have a quick look at predict wind and we play the model, we can see that, it's starting to calculate, but we can see that while it comes up here, you can see broadly in those conditions. And if we just play the model, you can see it's similar conditions. The models are pretty much in agreement. So broadly reaching down the coast, pretty much straight line. And so an easy race, not much to change. If we go and look at the tables and we look at the summary, we can see that this is for a Beneteau first 40, and it's all in the 8 to 9 hours, that sort of timeline. So we should have the first boats in between 2:30, 3:30, and then the 40-footers around 4:30, and the remainder of the fleet by 6:37. So it looks like the weather's going to be good. It's going to be a good, nice, quiet weather if you want to go into Apollo Bay. Apparently the publican's got some music to attract you. And so we look forward to seeing you on the start line on Saturday and hope you all have a great race. Thank you.